most interesting part about Portuguese pizza is that I don't think you can find it in Portugal. Definitely, the most Portuguese aspects of a pizza are the azeitonas, the olive, and the onions, because in Brazil it's very common to find Portuguese restaurants, and Portuguese gastronomy in general is sort of incorporated into Brazil because, of course, Portugal colonized Brazil, and we only got our independence, in 1888. So those were a good close to 400 years of very close ties. Whether you consider it antagonistic or sort of very communal, I'd say that we still have we play on the Portuguese with especially these kinds of dishes where we sort of try to say what we've learned from them, even though they haven't really taught us these things. But going back to the dish itself, olive, it's basically made out of olive. You have onions, and then usually people put ham and cheese, and some people put green peppers to just put more vegetables into it. But the idea that you're mixing both the protein, the ham with the olive and the onions into a pizza is not, I guess, something that you find every day. So that's what makes it Portuguese, but at the same time, you find in any restaurant, it's a given that you're going to find Portuguese pizza, pizza Portuguesa, as one of the traditional flavors. You have mozzarella, you have tomato and basil, you have 4 cheese, and you're going to have Portuguese pizza just because it's become a staple pizza for any pizzeria. And like I said, if you go back to Portugal, they do use a lot of olive and onions in their kitchen, but they probably don't have what we call Portuguese pizza unless they adopted it from us, because Brazil in itself, not only with the migration aspect of Italians, which is an interesting part to this dish as well, because the southeast in São Paulo specifically has a lot of Italians. So it incorporates both that Italian migration with the Portuguese traditional colonial period, and even the remigration that happened in the 1900s. It's a playful dish in a way, but at the same time, it's like the Portuguese repatriated the pizza if they have it. I haven't talked to any Portuguese people, but if they do have it, they sort of took it back from Brazil. And that's the whimsical part of the dish, that it just has both the Italian and the Portuguese aspect, going back all the way to colonial period.